An old memory resurfaced. It happens quite often. I mean, I have kind of like short-term memory loss or some form of it, but my long-term memory is completely fine. So I'll frequently have memories of events or maybe dreams that could have happened like a decade ago. Um, the strange thing about this one is that it doesn't seem to be entirely existent, even though I remember it. It I was basically reading something, and a reference to um, the Donner dinner party came up, and that reminded me of a story my mom told me about how that there was a family, a rich one in a limousine, that crashed into the snow, and no one found them for weeks and weeks. And they eventually, and even though, or not weeks and weeks, I think it was for less time, but they panicked anyway. Even though that they could have been found and they had enough food if they stayed calm, they panicked and they all went and ate each other. That was, and I remember my mom telling me that, but that's not the memory that resurfaced. The memory that resurfaced was me going and asking mom to tell me where she heard the story, and she telling me and she told me that it never happened, and she has no clue what I'm talking about. And so I did some research. I mean, as much as research as I could do. I looked it up on a couple on like what's something similar, and I didn't find anything. I mean, like the closest thing I found was just some thriller film called Centigrade, but there wasn't any like eating or any of it. So yeah, I found nothing in the entire thing, but I just thought it was interesting because I remember it very clearly. I remember both the memory of my mom telling me kind of the story less clearly, but I also remember very clearly me going and asking her and then her saying back to it's non-existent. So, I mean, I guess it's a false memory, but it's still kind of weird that I have perfect memory of it happening. Um, or almost perfect memory, I guess. But that was just something interesting I remembered. And even if it didn't happen, it's an interesting story, I guess. Uh, Definitely didn't get it from a like fake story reading it, because in that time I never read anything like that, and I'm nearly 100% sure it came from mom. But she has better memory than me, and years ago she said it never happened, and she'd probably say the same thing if asked her again. Um, but yeah, that's it. Just thought it was interesting.